in my zone, won't prove it cause I know it. All I do is work, you can see my numbers growing. Catch me in the back, rocking good while smoking potent. I think I'm made of drag, the way I can stay focused. And all my haters are so goddamn bogus. And I don't even have to say it cause I know they know it. And they study it cause when I walk through, bitch, I own it. Saying that I'm hopeless, I'll see you in a moment. Working every day is pointless anyways. Take it day by day.
No, but it's so funny, y'all. I keep seeing a ton of videos about how everybody's so scared of communism because social democracy is actually, like, working. Yeah, PragerU and all these other fucking, like, weird-ass Zionist companies are trying to say that, oh, Venezuela, it doesn't work in Venezuela, what about Cuba? Because you know that it doesn't work. That's why we didn't attack their country. Because if it doesn't work, then it's allowed to stay. And also, we put embargoes on it that make it even worse to live there. Yeah, Cuba and Venezuela suck because of dictators, actually. Not because, socialism doesn't work. Just so everybody knows. Communism's working great in Vietnam. You know? It just depends on how you implement it. But nah. I'm tired of this propaganda shit. We're tired of the PAC money parties. You can't convince me that something's bad because it was implemented wrong in a country. Like, capitalism could work too if we had social policies and communist policies, but you don't want to do that, so we need socialism. We need to force you to do that. You know what I'm saying? Not the GOV. I hope benevolence is the way that they notice me. Why, tell me, why do people do the most to me? They do things for the trend and it sounds. Yeah, but I'm tired of all this fucking propaganda. Life is make believe. You hate on me instead of helping others, and I hate to see I've been on my own shit lately. They're like, name a socialist society that has worked. Vietnam. It sounds so gay. You don't even know what the fuck to say. Don't hate yourself, it's okay. We love you anyway. With your life, do something great. People don't need your. People will try to tell you that communism is bad, and then they'll send you the video to the most propaganda shit ever. Like. I've been losing track of all the days. This is supposed to be how dreams are made. I should not be able to call out bullshit in propaganda videos. I did not graduate high school. You should not be trying to argue with me like politics in general. If you feel like you have to debate with me on politics, and I'm a 20-year-old who dropped out of high school, that should say something about your politics. I don't know. I watch the days fly by while I'm getting high. Blair, what's up? I love to get lost in my mind. Do it all the time. I know it makes you cry. Because if the only thing is, oh, you don't know what you're talking about is all you can say to me, then you're wrong. You lost. You know? I would be in a camp? No, I wouldn't. They're already doing that with capitalism. They have many camps. We already have concentration camps. What do you mean I'd be in a camp? We have camps. And they want to put trans people in them. Trans people are literally second-class citizens because they're not equally protected under the 14th Amendment anymore, just so everybody knows. So that's great. If they want to discriminate trans people on any basis for anything, they can now, because actually sex means your genitals. It doesn't mean your gender anymore. So how does that work for intersex people?
Kamisha Coffee, thank you for the star. But yeah, America's shitting bricks now.
I've been doing the same thing every day, expecting something different that makes me insane. I've always been gloomy like the skies when it rains. Do you know how it feels?
Because socialism's actually gonna like take over America. You know, you can operate a free market with socialist policies, by the way. People will be able to own businesses still. You're not just gonna delete all private owned businesses like Venezuela. You don't have to do that. I don't know what you guys think this is. But yeah, they're like, oh, they took away businesses in Venezuela. That's because dude's a dictator. They used communism and socialism to get to the top, just like Hitler did. He called himself a socialist, but oh my god, guess what? He really wasn't. When socialism doesn't work, we'll let the country live. If socialism works, we're infiltrating the government. We're replacing that shit. Everywhere where it's worked, where it has worked, we took over. We infiltrated that shit. And they're like, oh, not everybody can detect all the changes happening in the market. Blah, 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 blah. What do we have computers for, dipshit? What do you think computers do? Dumbass? Like, it's not the barbaric ages. We can compute things on machines now. Hello? I'm so tired of the capitalists. And rich people only view everybody being poor under socialism because they won't be able to be excessively rich anymore. So that's why they think everybody is poor under socialism, just so everybody knows. Because then they'd have to work. And they see that as slavery. Because they'd have to actually get a job. For each other, something that I try to hate me. These are things I think about, sometimes that drive me crazy. Thinking about people that I made to hate me. At 17 I cried, I just wanna hold my baby. Same year, dropped out of school to chase my dreams. Before I moved across the country at Melinda Baker, what's up? Taking any drug I could find to try to fix me. I've been through some things, bitch, I got history. Now I'm working every day to profit off my misery. Heartbreak on your bitch, yeah, it really is me. When I'm pushing daisies, don't let them say they miss me. Cause I started this song and spent things that they're wishing. Faded, I'm wasted. Still rare, not famous. Punchline, not basic. New sound, creative. Why do I hate capitalists? Because they thrive off of people suffering for the world. Some of the world to do better. Cause suffering everywhere overseas in our own country. Just so that rich people can stay rich and get richer. That's why I hate capitalists. Because they capitalize off of things that you need to live, like healthcare and housing. That's why I hate capitalists.
And the country agrees with me. That's why everybody's scared making videos about how communism will work, socialism won't work. And you're seeing those everywhere because, scoreboard. DSA's up.
Stick with me, I can make it worth it. When I saw you standing in that party, I was nervous. I mean, nobody emotions are hard.
Zeron Mamdani 2028. I know he can't run, but I'm just saying that because it pisses off maggots. They probably don't even know that he can't run for president. They're probably scared he's gonna run.
Sometimes there are days I don't feel impersonal. Sometimes I just wish I could be more expressible.
Do you know what they identify as? That bitch.
And I don't know who you think you are to stop it. For those who want me dead, I keep a pistol in my pocket.
Why do you vape? Cause it's amazing.
I always do the most. I got people wondering who am I to boast. Asking me about my plan, I just tell them I don't know. On another level, no one on earth can catch my flow. Cooking in the studio the way I'm cooking on the stove. Lessons on my mind, I don't know where to go.
Keep watching the screen of your phone.
And I'll forever
Keep on doing the most.
I like it when you tell me that I'm perfect. And if you stick with
I like
me,
your nose
can
piercing.
make
I want to
it
have
worth
rods
it.
like Pain from Naruto. That's what's up. Thank you, Hubert.
But emotions are hard to interpret.
Sunset Leprechaun, what's up? It's the I can always tell people, guys, look. Yeah, I have a dick, but thank you. Thank you, I can always tell crowd. Yeah, I have a penis, but thank you. They can always tell, though, guys. They can always tell. They always know. Thomas, what's up? Welcome to the stream. They can always tell when somebody's trans, guys. They can always tell what they were assigned at birth. What sex they were assigned. As you can see from my chat. And to any of those people who are thinking, yeah, I already knew you were a boy, blah, 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 blah. Guess what? You're not gonna tell everybody. So, you could have seen hundreds of trans people in your life, even though they're like 1% of the population, so that's highly untrue or unlikely. Like, that'd be really rare for that to happen, unless you, like, go to Pride or something and everybody just fucks with you. But, like, yeah, you've probably seen a trans person, if you've seen a trans person, and you didn't know that you saw a trans person. So, and to my trans people out there, my trans brethren, and sisters, and people in general, if you are nervous, there's a more chance of people seeing your nervousness. If you're confident and own it, 99% of the time people won't tell. Just lie, too. Like, if you're bricky or something, literally just lie. Just be like, no. My voice just like that, so what? I was born with the Adam's apple. And, like, just lie to these bitches. You don't owe them the truth. You gotta get confident with it. Be like, what? Do you want me to pull my pants down and show you my coochie? Like, ew, get away from me. Or dick. Or whatever. If you're non-binary, just say you have both. That's why you're non-binary. You're cisgender non-binary, you know? But yeah, just lie to people. You don't owe transphobes the truth. Hello? People are getting shot. People are dying. Like, you don't owe them the truth. Michael Corey Bassett, thank you for the laughing disco. No, but I feel bad for, like, trans women of color because even, like, cis black women, they get called trans all the time. Like, didn't that hick at the UFC fighting match or whatever stupid shit was going on at the White House? Didn't he say some transphobic and femphobic shit? Misogynistic shit about Michelle Obama? Like, y'all need to stop worrying about what other people's genders are. Like, half of the time y'all are wrong. Just so everybody knows. Dark Human, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I didn't say sexuality was an identity. It's as much a part of you as being straight's a part of you. Except you get harassed every day if you're gay. More in certain areas than others. I don't care, I'm about gay liberation everywhere. Gay rights for the world, bitch. Trans rights for the world, bitch. Not even just America. They said you've earned my vote. I would probably be a better representative than any of the representatives in my local area if I knew what the fuck was going on. Oh yeah. No, I would be doing everything for the people. Like, my job is my channel, hello? Imagine how much more my stream would pop off, though, if I, like, became a representative or whatever. I should run in Ohio. If you live in Ohio, vote for me. We're gonna do, like, little rent freezies, you know? We're gonna do little, like, child programs, like child care and, like, pre-K. And, like, pay our teachers. We're gonna allocate more money and funding for schools and teachers and material in schools. Ohio would be the best in education, ho. You see, that is unfortunate. That sucks. I probably get votes, honestly, because I wouldn't be PAC funded. Just for that simple fact, they'd be like, at least StarSPCE isn't PAC funded. That'd be one of the things, that would be one of my main things running if I ran for an office. I'd be like, I'm not PAC funded. And I'm for the end of genocide. And yes, Israel is committing a genocide, and also Israel should not have military authority in any capacity. They should be governed by, like, another country, in my opinion, and people can live where the damage has already been done. That's what I think. And people in the government in Israel need to be tried for crimes against humanity. And advocates, like, for it should be condemned too. in Israel. Should be charged too. Also, America should cut ties with Israel. Also, I heard Netanyahu's like threatening to end, he's threatening to end, allyship with America or whatever, but he said that literally a couple months ago. Do y'all remember when he said that last time? He's like, well, I don't want your funding anymore. He did that last time. He did that literally like a couple months ago. Do y'all remember that shit? Like, what? He's not actually gonna do that shit. You're just mad because of, the people in the American government, talking down on you. They're not even defying your orders, really. Because that's what they are. Netanyahu literally orders the American government to do what he wants. In exchange for, spying on the American public for us. And shit like that. Blackmail, probably. Debbie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Like, social democracy doesn't work? What about the social democracy that's happening in Israel? It was founded socially with free market reforms in the 80s. So why don't you want to do that in America and cut fine ties with the genocidal people that we're supplying weapons to? Well, Chandra, what's up? Good afternoon. Hell, if the budget was good enough in a city that I ran for, I could make city-owned housing. Oh yeah, government housing. Yeah, I would make it. It'd be free. And I'd make as much of it as I possibly could. People would want to move to Ohio all of a sudden. And yes, I would run for Congress or whatever the fuck office I ran for with blue hair. I'd probably smoke in my campaign video. I'd be like, what's up? I'm running for state Congress. You should vote for me because I'm not PAC funded. I like socialism and I smoke a lot of weed. No, but if I had a campaign, I probably would have some people vote for me. You know what I would do if I ran, though? I would go door to door. I wouldn't just post shit on the internet and post videos and rely on viral videos, bitch. I'd be talking to people. I'd be asking people what they need more of. Hello. Especially in areas that are more unfortunate, poorer areas. Ask minorities what they think the city could do better. Especially in a red state like Ohio. Vidanchi, what's up? Welcome to the stream. I'd probably be one of the youngest people in the government in Ohio if I did run, like, currently. I'm 20 years old. Ville-Marie, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Should cut my hair and get in a business suit for it and be like, yes, track all the red maggots in the state. Be like, yes, you should vote for me because I'm white. Ha ha ha. Yes. Money. Yes. And then actually just like implement socialism as soon as I get in. One Big Deuce, what's up? Welcome to the stream. It's me, your mayoral electorate. Hello? I can't even speak right now. It's me, your mayoral candidate, running in the 2026 election. Yes, you should vote for me because I have a ton of money and I'm white. Definitely APAC funded. Ha ha ha. And then they vote for me. And then I'm like, just kidding, I wasn't PAC funded, and also, I'm socialist. Angelica, what's up? No. Shout out to people who have body hair. Fuck beauty standards. They said thanks, no problem. It's literally like what normal humans are supposed to look like, is have body hair. I thought y'all said that you wanted, well, this is not about this commenter specifically. Commenter who, like, brought this up in the first place, this isn't about you. No, but people literally say all the time, they're like, oh, God made you, the way you are, you should be the way you are. God made you hairy. So stay hairy. Hello? That means MAGA women should stop shaving their legs, actually, because, God said you have to be, the way he made you, and that's why trans people can't be a thing. So, actually, you can't either. If you really wanted to be the way God made you, then why do all the women who are saying this shit have like 80 million procedures to the point where it looks a little different, you know? Little quirky, little different, you know? A little Jeff Bezos' wife. Nah, but there was literally like a candidate running for a district in New York, and I get more views than him. Like, the only thing that was fueling that man was that he was PAC funded. Like, hello? I got more views than his campaign videos. Like, I should really run. Hello? Just learn how to run the government real quick. It shouldn't be that hard. I'd only run for the government, by the way, if I had, like, a actual, like, strategy, like, a clear plan of what I was gonna do. Everything would be premeditated. You have to. You have to have a plan. Can't just, like, up and run, obviously. But I want, like, a very, like, detailed plan. I don't just want a plan. I want a plan that people are gonna be like, damn, StarSPCE, you ate that. And want to vote for me again. And do it again. What's up, Jam Clam? Everybody's like, oh, you didn't graduate 11th grade, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but Trump is literally a businessman. So, he don't, like, what's credentials to be in the government? I'm for the people. That's the only credentials I need. You know, literally, there are, like, capitalists, like, what's the word? Reporters or whatever, like, the state reporters, they're saying that one of the bad things about the social democrat candidates is that they don't have money. And I'm like, yeah, that's probably why they're running. Hello? Hair is majestic. Thank you. Josh, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Well, it just takes a pyramid scam to start up to run for office. Yeah, no. I'd do social media if I ran for office. I can get people's attention. Your hair's in such good condition. Thank you. Oh yeah, speaking of Minecraft, I've been working on the server. I got hotel rooms set up, you can rent them. I got jobs set up. Hold up. What happened to your orange hair? I dyed it blue. Now I have to let my dog out. Your hair looks so low. Thank you. I got the battle pass in Fortnite. That's what's up. Oh yeah, and then they try to talk about like innovations that happened in capitalism recently. It's like what? Making people not own anything anymore and turning everything into a subscription? The same thing that people hate socialism for? Not being able to own anything? Okay, but if you buy a house in capitalism, you don't actually own it. The bank owns it, and you're like making payments on it, and if you miss a payment, they foreclose it. Same thing with a car, you know? And subscriptions, you don't own any of that. Like, just like one day, you could not pay it anymore. You'll lose access to it. Digital items, so that when you purchase movies and games, licensing agreements could end, and then game disappears from the library for life. Like, what? That's why I hate that GTA 6 isn't on disc. We should have expected that from Rockstar, honestly. I said that. Like, they're literally in the Epstein files with Jeffrey Epstein, who literally invented microtransactions. Like, it's not too far-fetched of an idea. People need to stop meat riding Rockstar, dude. And you might have to upload your ID to play online. I like your style. Thank you. But yeah, that's crazy. I would not buy a PlayStation 5 though for the release, because if you think about it, PlayStation 6 is not too far away. Same with Xbox. Like, that's like damn near spending like 800 on just like the actual version. I'm not calling it the premium version of GTA 6. The actual version of GTA 6, and then a PlayStation, and then I need a monitor. So that'd be like $800-900. Like, I'm not playing GTA 6 day one. I'm a PC gamer only. I don't have money to own a PlayStation and an Xbox and all that other stuff. I will play my games on PC. If it's not on PC, I will not buy it. Should have made it Steam release day one. I'll just watch gameplay. And if I wanted to get it that bad too, if I just like absolutely couldn't wait, I could use my brother's Xbox. He has an Xbox One S. That shit might not run though on the Xbox One S. You might need the One X. I think it's gonna run on PlayStation better though, I'm not gonna lie. I vote for PlayStation having better graphics at launch. But yeah, AI is literally causing like the economy to plummet. Because nobody's investing into it, and they're trying to say that people are. How about we delete AI data centers? Like, that'd be another thing. I would not let data centers exist, period, like anywhere in wherever I govern. Like, you're not allowed to have AI data centers. You're shutting it down. It's illegal to operate them within city or state limits. Hello? Nope. Gotta go. Executive order. Executive order, executive order, executive order. That's what I do. You can't beat the law. Can't commit a crime. You might be able to not listen to other cities, but you can't commit a crime if you're rich. If I govern in a specific area, I don't care. The police are showing up. They're shutting it down. I don't care. You can have it there, you're just not allowed to operate it. Because you already bought the land. Yeah, I can just sit there. Not do anything. And you'll get an order to, like, take it down, actually. Because, you know, we don't want just, like, a big metal brick sitting there. It doesn't have a purpose, it's obsolete. And it's hoarding up space, so actually gotta go. Like, if you don't move all of the parts required to have a data center in that building off and elsewhere, then the police will seize it. That's what I'd do. And you'll be able to claim it outside of where the governing authority is. Hello? Ivy, thank you for the flower. Yeah, and the fines would match your income too. Like, it wouldn't just be like a $300, $500 fine for whatever. Nah. It would be a percentage of what you have as a fine for a failure to comply, so they'd actually, like, feel hurt if something happened, you know? Like, it goes off your assets. I'm not talking about your liquid cash. Oh, you don't have any money to pay it? Well, better take out a loan. Like you do for everything else. They said unsecured loans are awesome. No, for real. It's like basically free money. It's like the free money hack. Here's an idea, NC. Just don't pay back student loans. Education should be free. What if you just, like, didn't do that? Wage garnishment. Oh no, guess I gotta work under the table now. To make up for the garnished wages off the clock. They're not going to garnish your wages for student loan debt. They might fuck up your credit. They're not going to garnish your wages, though. It's for some, like, IRS shit. Or, like, child support. Court-ordered fees. They'll garnish your wages. Or they'll, like, arrest you. You can't owe money to the government for a long time. If you let it go on, like, for years and years and years and years, they'll come get you. But, like, if you don't pay back, like, credit cards, like, that's not a crime. They might fuck up your credit, but oh well. Shouldn't have let them borrow the money, I guess. It's a risk that the multi-billion-dollar corporations had to take. Oh no. I do not feel bad for the banks. Banks are treated... They'll get bailed out by the government. I'm not worried about the bank. You know? If it's super serious, you'll literally get bailed out by the government. It always happens. Like in 2008. BlackRock. Yeah, it should be able or illegal for companies to own houses too. That's what I think. Companies should not own houses. Companies can build houses. I'm not saying companies shouldn't build houses. People should be building them and everybody's gonna live in huts. That's what people on the right would try to say, but no. You can build houses. Like, you can operate a market in building them, but you can't, like, sell them. Like, that's work for the government. You'll be, like, contracted to the government to work for that. And the better you are at doing your job, the more you'll get paid for it. That's what I think. And the work that you produce, you'll get a share of. Hello? Like, society will actually award hard work instead of owning, because society rewards owning. It does not reward hard work. All of the rich people are college dropouts, literally, who exploited people, found more and more ways. Whatever the system's probably telling you to do to be successful is probably not the way to do it. Just so everybody knows. What you think everybody's telling you the way to be successful is, no. If you see everybody saying the same thing, then no. That's not the way, actually. They're lying to you. So that the successful can stay successful in the world that we operate in right now, today. You know? Did I get brainwashed at school? No. I just grew up in a system where everybody said capitalism works and we don't need any form of socialism. And then I seen how people literally were failing in life and social policies helped them, and when they didn't. Because we don't need that, because that's communist. And people saying that, oh, it's fine because capitalism will work itself out, and it just like never did. It actually just gets worse. Like market-wise, economy-wise, for like the everyday person. And it's always been bad, like, as a country, because of the evilness that people had and still have. But yeah, wanting to better your country now is bad. You know, like, people have like resorted to calling like working people just like lazy and not working hard enough more and more. They're just like getting more aggressive with it. They're like, no. It's like the majority of the American population is like demanding for something, and then you hear the people from the state responding it to you on TV like, no, fuck you, you're lazy, you just don't work hard enough, and you expect people to still vote for you? You expect to still get voted for? That's funny. Sorry, we don't do that. No, it's not victim mentality. It's just because the working class and rich people are actually oppressing the working people. Minimum wage is literally a socialist policy. Everybody's so scared of it, but when it happens, when a socialist policy passes, then everybody's like, oh, not that one, though. Were you saying, oh, not that one, when it was trying to be implemented? That's what I want to know. I don't know, I feel like it's just like long-term thinking is important. Just because you're not gonna live to see a lot of things doesn't mean other people aren't. That's what I think. Like, you guys don't want veterans of humanity, you want veterans of people who own the most. People who own more get rewarded. The poorer you are, the more money it is to survive. Because in the long run, yeah, buying a house is less expensive if you can buy it in cash. But people can't do that, so that's why people rent. Like, it's literally more money to be broke in America. For the fact that you can't own anything because you don't have enough money right now. But the thing you need right now. So the bank owns it and leases it to you until you pay it off. Like, I'm not just talking out my ass. Like, literally, it's more expensive to be poor in America. Also, you get arrested and you're charged fines for sleeping in public. So if you're homeless, you're gotten to the point where, oh, you can't even afford rent anymore, which most people aren't too far away from in America. You can't sleep outside, and they actually make architectures so that you can't sleep there. Like, spikes in benches and shit like that. Or like bumps in window sills. That's called being cruel, actually. Like, I'm very fortunate, the situation I have, because I'm housed, but like, I am really lower on the tax bracket, so like I can understand, and I've tried to like do it on my own before, so I understand how it works for people who have less money. Hi, I like your hair, thank you. I have an actual job. I'm clocked in. The people pay me. Relevancy pays me. But thank you. And it pays more than McDonald's, which is sad. And it's still not enough to live, but McDonald's definitely doesn't pay enough to afford a place to live. You know? Like, retail definitely doesn't. Like, that's fixed minimum wage. And minimum wage is not enough to live. And I would get another job too. I would have a job and do this at the same time, but nobody's hiring. And I've worked at a lot of the places here already. They just keep you for a couple months and then let you go. Do you have a job? Are you at work right now? Why aren't you at work? You don't get paid to comment. That's all I know. I look like a nightmare? Then don't look at me. Scroll away. I love your hair. Thank you. That sucks. But if you have no internet access, then how are you talking to me? Yeah, I'm complaining about here because I live here. I don't know why I wouldn't be able to. Because this country I live in, and I want to better it. So... the lazy people that our government talks about are the people that don't own businesses. They work. The working people. The people that work for companies are the lazy people. They literally call working people lazy. And I'm supposed to not complain about that? Like, do you want people to work for you? And, like, feel treated like human beings? Hello? Am I gonna stream tomorrow? Yeah. I stream every day. And now the government's trying to say that there's no separation of church and state when literally that's what our country was founded on. It's one of the main reasons we started America. I don't know if you learned about history, but even if the founding fathers were Christian, okay, that's because they wanted the freedom to be Christian. And I don't really care what the founding fathers think also, because they were evil people. They were pedophiles and slave owners. So I don't really care, you know? The founding fathers don't really mean that much. They founded the country, and what? It led to this. For people to just be like, oh, apparently we don't actually have separation of church and state. Also, trans people don't have protection under the 14th Amendment, by the way. Everybody's like, oh, it's sports, you blah blah blah, sports. Guess what? They can use that decision for discrimination of anything now, actually. And they can refer to that decision. Thomas Jefferson didn't free shit. And Abraham Lincoln only did that shit because his money got involved. Victimizing, meanwhile, our government literally says people dropping bombs on innocent people are innocent victims. That's not victimizing, but me speaking out about inequality in our country is somehow victimizing. Interesting. If I were a Zionist, that would be anti-Semitic. I'm not even Ashkenazi Jew. That'd still be anti-Semitic. Katrina said I like your hair. Thank you. That's racist? No, it's not. And just because, okay, you're black, I was talking about Ashkenazi Jews and Zionists. I don't care. If you're a Zionist and you think me calling Zionists out is racist, then you can think that. I don't care. It's not. So you can cry about it. And Israel shouldn't exist, by the way. Israel should be disarmed immediately. If we should be doing any military action, it should be in Tel Aviv and to the Iron Dome, preventing the use of nuclear weapons in Israel and their Iron Dome. Hello? And seizing their bombs. That's what we should be doing. That's why that stupid congressman who got his legs blown off deserved it. Because of what he said about people overseas. He deserved to have his legs blown off. I'm happy he did. I hope his legs stop working. And I'm proud of that, also. I made a new video. That's what's up. I don't deserve what I have. Neither do rich people, but they still have it. So. And I deserve to be able to live. I don't really have that much. So. Can you shut up about the slums of Brazil or whatever? That's not where I'm from, though. I'm talking about my country because I live here and I want to change the evil people that are in my government. I can complain. I'm supposed to complain. I'm not supposed to just let shit happen and get worse. Hello? Okay, you grew up in a bad part of Brazil. Like, yeah. If I was in Brazil, I would probably be talking about that. But I don't. I don't know about that. Because I'm privileged and I live in America. But yeah, I don't think that's good either. Like, hello? Like, I'm not saying that, Brazil is amazing. They're also transphobic and racist in Brazil. But I would be speaking more about that if I was in Brazil and I lived there. Like, I'm speaking about America and complaining about America because I live here and I want America to change. I do appreciate what I have. I wish other people could have what I have at least. That's why I'm talking about what I have. And, the issues going on in the government. Like, hello? It's called being sympathetic and understanding problems. Like, hello? I can appreciate what I have whilst also speaking out against things that are bad that are going on. Like, both can exist. You know that, right? Like, if you don't want to hear me talk about American issues because you go through a lot worse, then maybe you shouldn't watch the stream then. Wait for me to do a stream where I just talk to the people. Like... I don't want to go to Israel. Israel is stolen land. Except it's just more recently stolen. Like, you know, I'm scared of souls haunting me for the rest of my life. From dead babies and mothers. I don't want to get haunted by dead Palestinian babies and mothers, but thank you. Educate yourself, blue hair boy. I am educated, that's why I'm talking about it. I'm educated enough to know that Israel is genocidal. And they train dogs to rape people. And they have the death penalty for one race, but not another. Yeah, like what? Educate myself about what? That's what I'm saying. Y'all literally, like, everybody who's like a Zionist in this country or out will literally say the same thing. Educate yourself. Or just like filibusters, or you don't know what you're talking about. They just gaslight you. They're like, actually, you don't know what you're talking about. But I do, and you're insane. You can't be a sociopath and get your way out of this. You know? Fuck Zionists in general. Shout out to Jews that are not Zionists. TBH Boo Boo, thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate it. Jesus loves you. Jesus loves you too. No, Israel is not fine, actually. It needs to be replaced, like its government needs to be replaced. Actually. And tried for crimes, war crimes. That's what I think. Israel's not a great nation. It's a genocidal nation. Yeah, you can have a free market in democratic socialism. That's also what people are not understanding. They think all privately owned, you're just no ownership. They think communism is when your wife is communal property. Like, no, you just can't capitalize off of things that people need to live. You won't be able to do that anymore. If you feel like you're gonna go poor from that, then maybe you should. Maybe you deserve to go poor. You know? It's funny how the way you save money too is like a complete gamble. You're supposed to invest in stocks that could just like plummet one day and be worth nothing. Like, oh, you put hundreds of thousands in your life saving? Just kidding, it's not worth anything anymore. Just kidding, it's 75 grand less. And right when you're about to like withdraw it too from retirement, imagine. Like, maybe jobs should have retirement included if you're gonna make people work until they get old and die. Maybe you should have like a retirement package for older people. Yeah, the people who gave their life to your company, yeah, they should be able to retire in peace and live nice after they die. I don't care, you can afford it with all the profits that you stole from them, exploiting their labor. That's how you're gonna pay for it, instead of sucking it up. As a CEO, you're actually gonna treat your workers with what they need, which is enough to pay for housing, healthcare, education, Wi-Fi utilities, groceries, all the basic necessities. And if they work for you long enough until they are old and they can't work anymore, you should retire them. People shouldn't have to worry about whether or not they're gonna have enough money to like die peacefully. You shouldn't have to pay to die either. You shouldn't be able to capitalize on death as well as life. Families shouldn't go into debt because somebody dies. They thought civil rights was woke and communist. Same with gay liberation. Everything is communist until the world accepts it or it happens and they can't change it. And then there's still people who either resent it or benefited off of the social policies not being implemented that are mad and butthurt about it and try to undo it. Yeah, I'm not a liberal. I actually stand for something. I believe in actually giving people healthcare, not just like talking about it and like not being PAC funded and abolishing ICE. You know, I believe in free childcare and housing and education. But literally, our government's failing regardless. You know? Talking about, oh no, we don't want to try that because that could not work. Meanwhile, this system's literally not working. If I don't work, then I guess the money that I get is fake too. You know? Because the government's demonic, and the people that are demonic in Israel are open up. They can be open about their being demonic. That's why they don't have to hide shadows about their them being demonic. It's like popular opinion, actually, in Israel. Israel supports genocide. Israel has death penalty for one race, but not others. Yeah. No. Israel should be disarmed. I wasn't talking about Israeli celebrities. You committed war crimes, Israel. Like, you should not have military power. At all. We put a puppet government everywhere else do it, in Israel. And seize the, nuclear weapons. Seize the Iron Dome. And if anybody attacks Israel, then America will intervene. The U.S. Army will. But nobody's attacking it. That's the issue. The only attacks on Israel that resulted are results from them attacking countries. Remember, the whole thing started to begin with because people started rising up after you took too much of their land and locked too many people out of their homes. It didn't actually happen because, like, out of nowhere, they, like, accepted Israelis that came after the Holocaust, and they welcomed people onto their land and gave people a place to stay, and then they locked people out, and then that's how Israel started. Why won't I share the shit that I say I saw? Because I don't have to. Get that Zionist out of here, hello. That's the thing, they always just say, like, are you educated? You don't know what you're talking about, but won't proceed to tell you what you're not talking about. And then they'll be like, anti-Semitic! And they're probably like a white European settler. Who literally, or they're like a North American who literally moved to Israel to be able to like benefit off of the stolen land that they continue to steal from Palestine and bomb people on. I hope babies haunt those people's houses, like the North Americans that moved to Israel, like purposefully knowing what was going on. I hope they get haunted. I hope they can't sleep. I hope dead babies haunt them. I hope they see what happened. They have to like relive a loop of like what happened in that land like every night when they go to sleep in their dreams, actually. Yep, we should. We should. I did literally just say that we should take over Israel's government and take all of their nuclear weapons and their military forces. Yes, I did say that. Yep. We should. Or they shouldn't be able to control their military. They shouldn't have a say over their military because they're using it to genocide people. I definitely do believe that, yeah. 1,000,000%. Yeah, we shouldn't fund terrorists. That's what I'm saying. Why should terrorists have access to a military? Just because it's a different country that's doing it. doesn't mean that it's not terrorism. It's like how like America does the same thing. Or they allow for things to happen. America's a terrorist organization too. They dropped bombs on Hiroshima and Nagasaki. And this, like, civilians didn't know about it. Like, the government didn't tell them. You want to talk about deaths of communism? Okay, add that to the death toll of capitalism. Add all the dead Native Americans to the toll of deaths in capitalism. Add all the people who couldn't afford healthcare to the death toll of capitalism. They counted unborn children because women decided to not have kids as deaths resulted under communism. That's just made up statistics. The death toll. Oh, so many people died under communism. Okay, that's literally false, and that was written by fascist people, actually. So, like, I don't know why you're reading that article as a fact, but okay. And when you name a socialist country that fails, it fails because of government corruption. Or because it fails even more because the US won't like it partially working a little bit, even. So they do whatever they can to, like, make it worse. We went to war with Vietnam because we were super scared of communism, and then we lost the war, and oh look, Vietnam's still a successful communist state. It didn't collapse. You want to talk about yet? Okay, America's not that old, and it's already collapsing. So, capitalism's not working. You can't just have full-blown capitalism. Capitalist policies in a failing capitalist country is not gonna fix the capitalism that's failing the country. You can't just add more of the shit that's making the shit fail. It doesn't work like that. We have a dictatorship right now. Whoever said, do you want a dictatorship? Be better if the working class was the dictator. That's what I believe. If we do have a dictatorship, communist dictatorship. But I don't see that as the only way of implementing socialism or communism. We don't have to leave room for corruption, like, you know that, right? You take the things that don't work and, like, fix them. That's what you do, actually. Not just add the same thing over and over again that we've already been trying for 250 years. That's literally making shit worse. It's insane to say to continue to advocate for the same thing that's literally getting a lot of people fucked over in the first place. Like, it's giving abusive X. Saying, trust me, you don't want it. When, like, they just continue to fuck you over. They called working people lazy, though, like, on news. Like, they keep doing that now. It's, like, more and more. They keep calling working people lazy. The people that can't afford things are lazy. That's what they say. And most people who can't afford things because they don't own. They work for. And capitalism does not benefit that. Capitalism benefits people who own capital. If you do not own capital, then you're fucked. Good luck. You better hope you're lucky enough to be able to come from a background where you're wealthy enough to have housing and also start businesses and other shit like that. Because they're paying working people less and less because prices go up and wages do not meet that. So I thought the minimum wage, actually no, I know for a fact that the minimum wage was invented so people could live off of what they made for a family of 4. Can you guys work at McDonald's and feed your family of 4? Do you see a lot of that today? Just one full-time job. One full-time McDonald's job paying for a family of 4? No, you can't afford rent even. Let alone utilities, car payments, Wi-Fi payments, phone payments, groceries, healthcare. They say you can't increase prices of wages because that'll cause prices to go up. Guess what? Prices go up. Maybe if the companies we work for didn't raise the prices after they paid us more, then the prices wouldn't go up. And they continue to go up regardless. Maybe if the minimum wage was not a fixed rate but adjusted every time the market increases, so you can't just raise the price because people are getting paid more. Whatever you price it at, you better be sure that it's worth that much, because minimum wage would increase with the market to meet demand. Like, hello. Yeah, that's another problem I see with the minimum wage. Minimum wage shouldn't be fixed. If the business owners want to start making people unaffordable by raising everything after giving people a livable wage, then the minimum wage would just go up, and the more they increase it, the more it would go up. That would be them inflating it. That wouldn't be the people inflating it. So if you don't want inflation, then don't. You better be sure your product's worth what it's worth. You know? Like, I don't give a fuck. And I would make it to a limit where you couldn't set the price of something beyond a certain price for different categories. So we wouldn't have like Venezuelan amounts of cash everywhere because rich people just want to inflate everything. Like, it would get to a point, okay, you can't do it anymore. You can't inflate the economy anymore because you're want to exploit people more and more and more and more and more and more. Sorry. You want more money? Then convince more people to buy your product. Make good products. Katrina, thank you for the sparkles. Katrina said you're welcome. That's the thing. The rich people literally inflate the economy. It's not the working people that inflate it. Working people getting paid a livable wage will not inflate the economy unless shitty CEOs price gouge, inflate the economy. They're the ones doing it. That's not the people. The people didn't choose the price. You're the one that wants people to not afford anything. Like, hello? I don't know what they're doing with their taxes. And they're literally printing out money and buying bonds. Yep. Yeah, rich people will always get bailed out. AI companies will get bailed out if the economy collapses. You won't, though. I won't. The people with retirement funds won't. Yeah, it's not that hard to take multiple, like, unholy amounts of profits. Well, the people that are on your team, they're supposed to be, like, business associates. They're working for you. Like, they rely on you. They shouldn't be living in poverty while you are affording luxury. You know, that's how the French Revolution started. Because it just kept going. And actually, our wealth diversity is more than the French Revolution. And that's why they started the French Revolution. But people are trying to tell me that the system works. Like, literally, this is why Marie Antoinette got executed. This is why Louis XV got executed. You know? Yeah, everybody's worried about a one-party state. Meanwhile, we're technically a one-party state about, like, the things that actually matter. A lot of other things that they disagree or pretend to disagree about matter, but they don't actually care. It's so they can, like, be in opposition. Democrats are humane fascists. We literally have state-owned media and they're putting up surveillance cameras everywhere. Also, the AI data centers are like technically surveillance states. Because you don't need that to run AI chatbots, LLMs. You don't need that many data centers. It's actually to surveil on people because that's what AI is doing. It's spying on you, actually. As well as ruining the economy and environment. How are the computer gamers feeling about buying computer parts right now? You know? Anybody tried to buy RAM recently? Anybody try to buy an SSD recently? Anybody try to buy a graphics card recently? Because some of those things that I just mentioned are car payments. Or just like cars in general. You could buy an old car with that. Get a GTX 5090. You could actually buy a Honda with that. You could buy an old Civic with that shit. No, people aren't hating me for my religion. People are hating me because I don't believe what they're talking about or talking about what they're talking about, probably. I have not been enlightened like them. Yeah, but people try to like control your thoughts and your behaviors and like what you get information from. That's what we call a cult. Like literally that's like a cult. I hope everybody knows that. I feel like more people need to know that. If people are trying to control how you behave and how you think and where you get your information from and what information you get, then you're in a cult. Just straight up. You can argue with me all you want to, but you are in a cult. Not all cults are Charles Manson. Some cults will tell you that, oh, it's okay that people are suffering. They deserve to suffer. And whoever tells you otherwise is completely invalid and has no point to talk. Cult behavior. I always say you can feel free to research on your own. Don't always believe the things that I say. Feel free to make your own opinions. I'm talking about what I believe, you know? If people try to say that, I'm right though, 100%, just so everybody knows. Like, I'm right. You can feel free to, like, research, but I'm right. But, no. If people are saying you shouldn't, like, or there's no point in researching if they say that people are wrong regardless of what they say and try to control what you do and where you go and how you speak, then you're in a cult, baby. That's why the American government's a cult, because they try to control that shit. The other cults that exist are just cults inside of cult. Propaganda is cultish. And countries use that shit all the time. Is America a cult? It can be. I'm not saying every single one, like 100% of America is in a cult, but what I'm saying is it's very common for an American to be in a cult. Because they refuse to get their information elsewhere for any reason. And they let people control their behaviors and thoughts. That's why. Textbook definition of a cult. We're here to make them money with our social security number. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea. I don't need a social security number. Social security is gonna go away. I've always expected that, though. I've been told that as a kid that I'm not gonna get social security. Now people are actually finally realizing that they're not getting social security. And that was something that people were supposed to use to retire. Good luck with that. Even with social security now, you can't retire with that alone. Toto plays, what's up? No, if they showed a picture of me and said I lost my eye with ice, they're straight up lying. I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, because the news is an entertainment channel, so... I'm a blue speck in a red state, yo. They want to be Hicks so bad, and, like, actual, like, Southern people were, like, against police. And, like, against all that shit. I don't know. The Southern states is where, like, a lot of civil rights movements started, like... It's so funny how, like, MAGA just, like, removed that. MAGA just said, nope. Actually, you like police now. You love the government now. And we're in the north. That's the thing. That's the crazy part. I'm in the north. And they fly the Confederate flags, the racist ones. Yeah, all the Confederate flags that people fly, those are racist. You can't argue that they're not racist. They are racist. Like, that's why the flag was invented. For the fight of slavery on the Confederate side. That's if you had any excuse, you'd be flying the original Confederate flag. I don't care about your heritage. Your heritage is racist. That flag was invented in 1971, brother. Yeah, if I see a Confederate flag, I'm tearing that shit off your house. If you have no camera on your driveway and you have a Confederate flag hanging from your house, I'm moving it. And then I'm taking it home and burning it. And I won't care if I get caught. Charges for theft won't kick me off of YouTube. I'll still have a job at YouTube. And I'll brag about it. Like, story time. I'd capitalize off of it. Because I'm such a capitalist, you guys know that. Gotta capitalize off of it. Gotta make the videos. But yeah, everybody's like, oh, you're a capitalist, you own your YouTube channel. YouTube could take it away from me at any moment. You guys know that, right? You know YouTube takes 30% of what I make on my channel? I don't own anything, actually. I'm on YouTube. I just have an account on YouTube. It's not owning a business. It's independent contracting, technically. It's not crazy. I mean, YouTube's not taking like 100% of that. I feel like it should be more like 90, 95. But then YouTube wouldn't be around long because they wouldn't be able to capitalize off of it a ton. It'd be mainly the people making money and they wouldn't like that, so. Like, they'd have to start a channel too and like be known to rake in a ton of profits, and they don't want to do all that, so they'd probably like cancel YouTube. I heard if you say the app's name though a ton of times that your stream gets kicked out of the algorithm. No, this stream got kicked out of the algorithm because I talked shit about Israel. YouTube doesn't like that. They're gonna stop your algorithm real quick. I think they got some Zionists at YouTube. That's why I'm never going to VidCon. Like, I just use YouTube because that's what I have to use. It's a company that's not owned by one of the most richest people in the world. Still a really rich person, just not like the richest person in the world. You know? But I think YouTube is Zionist, though, if I'm not mistaken. All these companies are. That's the thing. There are a ton of, like, emo people, fellow emos, and they want to always talk about, like, oh, you're not punk if you do this, do that. You're literally, like, on a Zionist app. Like, owned by rich people. It's like, you can't be perfect in an imperfect society that is imperfect to run. You can be as moral as you possibly can. I'm not saying just like give up on trying to be moral because you're in the American society. I'm saying that you should just like try to be as good as you possibly can. You know? Yeah, I know. My stomach's grumbling for some reason. I ate today, just so everybody knows. George Goner, thank you for the GG. I love listening and I'm vibing. Thank you. Thank you for watching. It would be a lot more of a happy 4th of July if the government wasn't actively trying to remove things that Americans stand on as a nation. That's what I think. It's more like we made it to 250 years. That's how I view it. As this 4th of July. America made it to 250 years with unchecked capitalism. I'm not saying people shouldn't, like, do their family traditions this year, but nobody better show up to that presidential speech. Like, nobody showed up to that fair. That's all I gotta say. Everybody tune into Zoran Mamdani's speech instead. I saw Valenti videos talking about that. No, for real. What if we literally like just tuned into Zoran Mamdani's stream instead on the 4th of July and let the president get a heat stroke? Make that shit look like TPUSA. Crestfallen Ember, what's up? Is that fireworks? See what I mean? Like, fireworks already, you're doing too much. Like... Unless that's, like, military testing. But I'm pretty sure that was a firework, because I heard the sizzle after. And fireworks are also more dull than gunshots. Gunshots are very, like, distinct. No, but my neighbor used to literally be Thor, though. One time, our whole house got woken up because he got a sledgehammer, and he, like, swung it on the ground and the earth shook. This dude's literally Thor. He had the blonde hair and everything. We get it. Amy, what's up? I love your hair color. Thank you. I appreciate it. I like stomach book and candy. What's up? Welcome back. I love your hair color. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, true. And because you can't capitalize art. Unless, like, you find ways to do that, like recording labels and stuff like that. Then you can capitalize it, I guess. If you sign a contract. But, like, just people making art themselves, no contract, you can't capitalize that. I mean, if you're a person and you make it, yeah, but everybody can make art. You can't, like, own the rights to making art. You can't own the production of art. Unless you're, like, extremely fascist. I mean, I guess you could. Your local diva, thank you for the $2 super chat. Said, I'm so sorry for all the haters are jealous. It's normal. It's normal. They don't have anything better to do. Marco Sam, what's up? Thank you for listening, Katrina. What is your hair color exactly? Can I copy? It's blue. Blue Envy by Splat. I'm not a gatekeeper. I didn't invent blue hair. Like, fuck it, we could all have blue hair. If you listen to StarSPCE, dye your hair blue. We're gonna all have blue hair. I've always said I wanted to do a music video with my fans. Imagine all of my, like, the people that watch me that did that shit had blue hair. We all just had blue hair. That'd be lit. I'm gonna get everybody to dye their hair blue. Dye your hair blue 2026. Pamela, what's up? I used to use Kool-Aid to dye my hair. That's what's up. I tried that when I was a kid. I don't think the Kool-Aid was concentrated enough, though. The blue really came out nice. Thank you, Tammy. I appreciate it. Shout out, Tammy. Even the brows stuck. Cool. Thank you. Yeah, not the facial hair, though. I didn't bleach my facial hair, though. What happened to your eye? I was born without it. You're welcome. I'm thinking of trying blue for the first time. You gave me more confidence to try it. That's what's up. You should. I think hair dye looks good on anybody. Anybody can pull it off. If you want to dye it, just dye it. The people that say it would look bad just don't want you to dye it because they're jealous of you, actually. Or they don't like dyed hair. And it doesn't matter because you didn't dye it for them, you know what I'm saying? You dyed it for you. You should just dye it blue. Just do it. Be sadness from inside out, you know what I'm saying? Or Joy, because Joy has blue hair too. Could be either one, you know? Didn't they make an Emotions too? Or Inside Out too, hello? Yeah. I don't know if I watched it. I think I remember watching it a little bit, but I think I was really high. So I don't remember, like, fully, like, what happened. I think I, like, remember the introduction. But 2024, yeah. I think I watched it when it came out, and I was, like, really high. So I don't remember the movie. I need to rewatch it. Maybe I'll remember it if I rewatch it. And I'm talking about that other shit. What is your dream piercing? I want to get a ton of piercings. I just don't want to get them all at once, because I want to, like, save doing them. Because I'm always going to want to get piercings. And if I run out of room, I'm going to get really mad. Actually. Like, I can't imagine spending $30,000 on, like, full body tattoos, tattooing everything at once. Like, those are the tattoos that people regret. Not one tattoo that they get. They regret not having room to do more tattoos. Instead of just doing it all in one go. Because getting tattoos are fun. I'm not saying like they regret the tattoo. They regret not being able to get more tattoos. That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying you'd like be like, oh my god, I wish I didn't get this though. You want a tattoo on your pussy? That's what's up. Indian Poppy, what's up? Piercings and tattoos are so addictive. I'm ready for my next pieces in my nose pierced. That's what's up. Yeah, I need to get a tattoo. I would have to set like a couple $100 aside though to get one. I want to get a Calvin and Hobbes tattoo though. That's what I get. I'd get Calvin and Hobbes right here. Right here. I wouldn't like. I know it's a Gen Z stereotype for tattoos to be a ton of like small pieces, but like I'd have like small and larger pieces. Like it wouldn't matter. I just have like multiple different tattoos. Some would be bigger, some would be smaller. You know. Katie, thank you for this flow state. I appreciate it. Bro is used for sewing my sweater. Huh? Feel the steel tattoo piercing. What's up? My piercing is homemade. I didn't do it, but my brother did. I just scared the piercing shops. They're like, no! Your piercing's gonna fall out. It's been in since October last year. I love your hair. Thank you. Tattoos started going gay in the 2000s. No, it's just people who expressed femininity got tattoos more in the 2000s. That's what I mean when I say people don't believe me when I say if women started shaving their head and getting a ton of tattoos, then it would be girly to shave your head and get a ton of tattoos. Like homophobic people literally call people who shaved their head and got tattoos and were a guy gay. They'd be like, no, you're effeminate. If that was the norm. They don't believe me when I say it, but it's true. There's a ton of stupid norms like skirts. Like, what the fuck? You'd think men want to wear skirts even more. Like, do your pants not fuck with your dick? Like, hello? Like, I would be more comfortable wearing a skirt, hello? Maybe men need to wear more skirts. You know? It makes sense. Your hair reminds me of Raven from Teen Titans. That's what's up. Like, if enough men start wearing skirts, then it will be manly to wear a skirt. Like, that would be, like, expected of men. If men were the only ones that wore makeup and women just stopped wearing makeup, then men would be expected to wear makeup. And if you didn't wear makeup, that would be more effeminate. Like, there's just stupid rules in society that, like, don't make sense. Pop. They're getting the fireworks out already. Like, settle down, Junior. Put the fireworks away, Bubba. It's the second. Heart Crochet, thank you for the makeup brush. Gets louder. Nah. But those neighbors are literally the type to, like, play the I just want my country back. I took it away from me type songs. I just wanna drive my truck, mow my grass. I'm actually 20, Kurt. You haven't been here in a while, huh? I turned 20 in December. It's been almost 7 months. I'm getting a new phone tomorrow. That's what's up. I've been gone for a while, but I'm back. What's up? Welcome back. Imagine I just grow my hair to, like, right here. Right here. Just flowing. I just wanna drive my truck. Drink and drive. Abuse my kids. Give me my wife. Give me my country back. This DEI is whack. just want to drive my truck, drink my beer. Yeah, us being friends depends on what halftime show you watched for the NFL. You know. Hello? Daddy? Oh my god, that's so hot. George, thank you for the star. I'm the degenerate. I'm just sitting in my room streaming. Doing what I do for a living. How is that being a degenerate? I'm distracting the masses for the government. At least that's why you get clout. Usually, if you start talking about like serious things, then my clout goes away. But if I start being funny, then it will come back. If I start distracting people and having a good time and everything's great. America. That's what they do to protect property. What do they do to protect property? I love the hair. Thank you. Now my dog wants to come back in. You know the government is going against your family as well as many innocent civilians. Yeah, I was talking about that earlier, and then I got told that I was complaining too much. Apparently I complain when I'm talking about the government. About bettering lives for other people. Not even just myself. Caring about other people is complaining. Actually. I don't want to please everybody. It's what we call a pick-me. That's why I don't want to be an A-list celebrities. You have to be a pick-me. Ivy White, thank you for the flow state. I appreciate it. I just want to do my thing on the internet. I want YouTube to stop showing me to people who are incels. I'd actually spray you if you got in my face. Coming at me. And if it was with a knife, that would happen. Squad. That's just fireworks though, guys. It's nothing. What's happening? I'm streaming. That's just fireworks. YouTube, this is fireworks. Just so everybody knows. Do I want to look good? I do look good. I don't want to. I do. Where do I live? Down in Ohio. Swag like Ohio. Down in Ohio. Your husband's from Cincinnati. That's what's up. I'm from Oakley, California. I'm not even from out here. I have no connections out here. My parents do. I used to live in Cincinnati, but I'm back in Kentucky now. That's what's up. I love your blueberry stained eyebrows. Thank you. What happened to my rainbow hair? I never had rainbow hair. The last color I did was red and blue. And now it's just blue because the red faded out. Have I ever thought about starting an OnlyFans? Yeah. Duh. I just decided not to. I know you don't have to do like explicit shit on there, but like, I don't want to do paywall content. Those fireworks are so hot. It's the second, mind you. I have to keep my window open because I have to have AC. That's not even that bad. I can get used to that. That hair. Thank you. What's the temperature here? It was like 90 something. Hannah, what's up? You should get an eye patch. It will complete the look. No, thank you. Vicky, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, it's fireworks. It's the second, mind you. 10 at night. I feel bad for the people that have to work tomorrow. The people next door to us are literally like an elderly couple that work at Kroger, bro. Like... It drives my dog crazy, that's the only thing that will be a problem with fireworks, though. Drives animals insane. Used to have to drug the fuck out of my dog every 4th of July. Now he just like pants and paces, which is doable. He'll probably scratch to come back in here and beg to go out. He might not come back in here though, because my window's open. Yeah, I know, Tammy. It's so crazy. I think they would start earlier. I don't know if we have like an allotment. We might have like a limit on when you're allowed to launch fireworks. But I think people do it like for the whole window that you're allowed to do it. You hear the whistling? I sleep by my window. Yeah. I need a doctor to prescribe me Xanax every 4th of July. So I can sleep at night. The rest of the year, fine. This. Can I get an Advil? Like... They said good luck, for real. Thank you. I will survive. I will survive. I don't know. After a while, it gets comforting. Because I prefer background noise. As long as it's, like, predictable. Or, like, just, like, nothing crazy comes out of nowhere after you hear all the sounds that you're gonna hear, then it's whatever. Ariana, thank you for the star. Demetra, what's up? Yeah. How do you clean your bridge piercing with saline solution? Alcohol dries it out. Summerson, thank you for the sparkles. I appreciate it. Jesus loves you so much. Thank you. I'm in the ghetto. Ra-ta-ta-ta. Ra-ta-ta-ta. But thank you for the sparkles, Summerson. 134. Did you not hear me the first time or something? You didn't have to do all that. Have I thought about doing drag? I have, actually. I need a drag name, though. I'd be like the stoner ant. Drag, though. I do skits on the internet, but I'd want to perform, too. We need more drag artists. No, but I definitely have. I've thought about doing makeup on my channel too. I do makeup already. Like, y'all have seen me in makeup. Or do makeup. I want to do, like, get ready with me's. And, like, I don't know, makeup. Just makeup looks. I'd probably do shorts, though, if it wasn't a get ready with me. If I'm just doing, like, a look, I'm gonna do that in, like, a short. How am I? I'm doing good. How about you? Me too, Tammy. Toto Plays, what's up? Welcome back. Your shorts are fire. Thank you. Oh, say, can you see? There is no sleep for thee. No matter how hard you try, you will get no shut eye. From July 2nd to the 8th, you will not be able to hear straight. There is no sleep for thee, and no sleep for me. It's my grand ending. Should hire me to sing the anthem, and then I'll get on stage and get on the mic and a blaring tone say, "Communism now." You know, the Pledge of Allegiance isn't the real American Pledge of Allegiance. It's the Christian Nationalist Pledge of Allegiance. They're like, oh, God's founded in our country. No, Christian nationalists are actually what implemented God in any way into the country. Like its laws and shit. We didn't have a US dollar. Like, everybody's like, on the American coin it says, "In God we trust." Great. We didn't start making our own coins until the 18th century. Or 17th century, my bad. Oh no, what's it? Hold up, what century was it? 1800s, my bad. It's the 19th century, my bad. I didn't mean to. Charlotte, thank you for the flow state. But yeah. I trust you. I have Smurf nails now. From dyeing my hair. In your opinion, you love your wife? That's what's up. How are Bro's nails so snatched? I don't know. I asked myself the same question. I don't take any supplements, you guys. I don't do anything to my nails. My nails always break when they get to almost an inch. Yeah, that's how my nails always were too. They always break off. Apparently they don't anymore. I fixed them with my magical communism powers. Communism gives you wings. I love the hair. Thank you. Go, Curdy. Thank you for the red card. Me and the devil walking side by side. What did I just send? I don't know what that is. I don't know either. But thank you. April Kism, thank you for that floating heart. No, they're still in the background a little bit. They're just itty bitty ones. I like the color of your hair. Thank you. I love your videos and your streams. Thank you. Ozzy, what's up? What's up, Grandy's Garden? They said autism's for the weak. When I got diagnosed, I said no. 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 Actually, no. I don't feel like it. I love your hair. Thank you. Do I believe in God? I'm not really worried. If God's perfect, then he wouldn't demand, you thinking about him at every waking second, or he would get angry. Otherwise, he's not perfect, because that's a very human thing to do. very human, like, error thing to do, like, bad thing to do as a human. Exactly, so y'all shouldn't be really worried about me, right? There are Christians who literally believe that God literally saves, like, a predetermined amount of people. And the other people, like, are never getting into heaven, no matter what. Like, what? That's depressing. That's even more depressing than, like, extreme Christianity. It's also believing that, like, there's no chance for people, certain people. That's just because I've been live for 3 hours. That's all. Why did I do that? Because my eye's itching. Have I ever inhaled a bunch of nitrous? No, but I've done nitrous before. I see why people do it. Felt like I was about to die. Thought I was gonna pass out and, like, not breathe anymore. So I, like, haven't done it in a while, like, since that. I thought I was gonna die from asphyxiation. I literally got lightheaded and, like, had to lay down. Thought I was gonna die. How do people do that? Those are the type of people who like to get choked out. Nah, but shout out to nitrous users. Didn't mean to offend the nitrous users. I just felt like I was gonna die when I used it. I was traumatized. Probably did too much. So when I did nitrous after I did it, I was really sad because my whipped cream wasn't fluffy anymore. Yeah, that's the reason Nitrous is in whipped cream. Stray, thank you for the sparkles. Yeah, no, my parents know I'm a drug addict. Like, if they saw that the whipped cream was flat, they'd be like, why are you huffing our whipped cream? They'd be like, get your own whipped cream. Oh yeah, no, my parents know. It's been an ongoing thing since I was like 13. I quit all of the illicit substances though. Like I actually did. I don't even drink alcohol. So, but yeah, if they would notice if I started huffing the whipped cream. Morgan, what's up? Whippets are well known, or Pam cooking spray. Indeed. Do not do that though. They're not supposed to be inhaled. If you do it, do like the cleanest way you possibly can. Legalize drugs so we can get the yay nitrous. Roslyn, what's up? Welcome to the stream. Did I dye my hair? Yeah. It's blue. No, this is my natural color, actually. This is how it's always been. Yeah, drugs are illegal now, but I want them to be legal so people stop dying from illicit substances. And overdose because their dependency got too high, like God intended. And offer help to people. Not because they found a pill and decided to experiment for the one time. Oh, now they're dead. Maybe we should legalize drugs then. If that's the issue, then you should legalize drugs. So there aren't any hot pills at all, actually. That'd be great. We love your hair, thank you. They're still gonna buy illicit substances. They wouldn't be illicit anymore, they'd just be substances that are made with quality and love really want to feel the love when I buy my fentanyl, you know? And you won't have to be scared of overdosing because you know how much you're taking. Because it's quality controlled, it's oversought by the government. Drugs need to be banned, then why would you say that?
It's a very encompassing term.
I think drugs should be legal fully.
Yeah, all of them. I want all of them.
No, I think they should be legal so people stop overdosing. And if you really care about cartels selling drugs, then legalize drugs.
Exactly. Then pharmaceutical
If the
companies can handle them.
If the fight, no, not even pharmaceutical companies. I'm talking about like you can buy them over the counter, non-prescription. You can just buy. That's how it is in a lot of countries. But I'm talking about with like government overseeing.
I feel like overdoses would be a lot less common if people weren't getting illegitimate drugs.
Yeah, they would. People would still die from doing drugs. It just wouldn't be because they tried drugs for one time. It'd be because of years and years of drug use. Like God intended. But yeah, y'all, I'll be back.